Get back to work, officer.
The detectives are here now. You repeat to them what you told me.
I did the right thing by calling this in. I'm just a working stick.
Just give them your story and you'll be all right.
This is your first case, Phelps. It's okay to admit it if you're stumped. If you don't know what to do next, just come talk to me and we'll see what we can figure out. Thanks, Stefan. You're okay.
I'm Officer Hart.
Phelps, traffic. What have you got?
Abandoned car, probably stolen. The solid citizen is Nate Wilkie. He called it in.
What gives with the corner?
There's blood all over the interior. Someone's copped the full Broderick, but no stiffness yet.
We have an owner for the car?
The car is registered to an Adrian Black, just north of Bunker Hill.
All right. We'll take a look around.
I'll keep Mr. Wilkie talking, but don't make him wait too long. He's the restless type. Nice day for it.
How long you gonna keep me here, sir?
I better get back to work. Victim looks to have lost a lot of blood.
How's the world looking?
Oh, it's the same to a viewpoint. How about you?
Some kind of
Circumstance.
waiting at the lab. Practical joker said contaminated soil. I guess.
Mr. F. Morgan picked up a live pig yesterday? Sir, I'm Detective Phelps.
Name's Nate Wilkie.
You found the vehicle?
Sure. Saw it just sitting there. Strange place to be parking your car. Figured I'd better take a look. And then I saw all the blood. So I called the police.
Mind if I ask what you were doing out here?
Well, I work for the railway. I was on my way out to the switch and reckoned I'd take a shortcut.
Did you see anybody else in the yard? Maybe somebody hanging around the car?
Nope. I hadn't seen a soul all day till you boys turned up.
Do you know Adrian Black, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. That ain't a name I'm familiar with.
You ever seen the car before?
Funny enough, I did. A couple of nights ago, it was over there in the parking lot. I know most of the cars are parked here regularly, so it kind of stood out.
Thank you for your patience, Mr. Wilkie. If you don't mind waiting a little longer, I'm sure we'll have more questions once we've had a look around. Doc?
Detective,
Phelps, what have we got?
a lot of blood for a blunt force injury. Victim must be in a very bad way.
Any sign of the guy?
Not unless he's in the trunk of the car.
Happier times, I guess.
Another day, another job.
32 years old, married. Sounds like an average guy. What was he doing out here? Fenzel glasses. Home repaired by the look of it. Help me out. Have a word with the witness. It's not often we get eyeballs in a case like this. The wallet by the car. Was there anything in it when you arrived?
You accusing me of something, mister?
It's a simple question.
I wouldn't know what was in that wallet. I never touched it. I best be heading back to work. My boss is gonna give me hell regardless. This is your problem now.
Advice? Have a word with the witness. It's not often we get eyeballs in a case like this.
No, I already did that.
Scene is a mess. Could have been a dozen different crimes committed down here with all the bows hopping freights.
Doesn't look like anything.
I told you all I can. I gotta go back to work or I'll lose my job.
Get back here, Phelps. We're not done yet. Keep searching. Get back here, Phelps. We're not done yet. Keep searching.
Searching, there ain't shit here. I've already looked at both of these. Nothing fucking back here.
Nothing significant.
Nothing here.
I'll have the car towed down to the impound. That's about all I can do here.
I best be heading back to work. My boss is gonna give me hell regardless. This is your problem now.
Get back here, Phelps. We're not done yet. Keep searching.
You know the way. You can drive.
Let's go introduce ourselves. You talk to her, Phelps. I'm not good at this shoulder to cry on stuff.
Just a minute.
LAPD, Mrs. Black. May we come in? We have some bad news, and we'd rather discuss this in private.
I'm Margaret Black. We can discuss this in the living room. Please come in.
Your husband drives a blue Lincoln, Mrs. Black?
That's correct.
The car has been found abandoned, and I'm afraid there are signs of foul play.
I knew something was wrong when he didn't come home.
I'd like you to try and stay calm and remember everything that you can about last night. My partner and I are going to take a look around. When you're ready, we're going to have some more questions for you. Is that okay?
Of course, officer. Anything to help secure my husband's safety.
Well, let's check the place out. Come on.
Doesn't tell me anything. Not much help. Optimistic call. Doesn't give me anything to go on.
Have a good look around. There's got to be something in here to go on.
This was only recently installed, not 2 days ago.
Maybe it's time we took a look around outside. I found a pipe with the word Instaheat on it at the crime scene. Wonder if someone in this house bought the unit knowing how they would use the parts.
Name's irrelevant.
No use leaving the thing half finished. That can't be right. No use leaving the thing half finished.
No, that won't work. Don't think this isn't it.
You want to pull this for something?
Sure.
And when you come out, bring your dishes.
We found a receipt in the trunk of your husband's car for a live pig. This receipt was made out to an F. Morgan.
A pig? Adrian runs a tool business. That would be Frank Morgan. God knows what he's up to.
What makes you say that about Morgan, ma'am?
He's the foreman at my husband's plant. Very shady character. I told Adrian he needs to keep his distance from the staff. They're always out drinking
How many
together.
do you want?
Usual.
Hey?
Usual.
Well, I don't know. You had
I
10 or
don't.
12.
Did you? I don't care.
You had 12.
Did your husband tell you where he was going last night?
All he said was he was going to meet Frank for a treat.
So you didn't arrange to meet him out at the rail yards?
I've never been near a rail yard in my life.
I think you should come clean with us, Mrs. Black. Your husband is missing, and after our search, I'm willing to call the circumstances suspicious. Can you account for your movements last night?
You're not accusing me, are you? Oh, what an awful thing to say. I was here all night, of course, waiting for Adrian to come home.
The evidence is stacking up, Mrs. Black. In all places, you at the rail yard last night.
I've already told you I was here all night alone. Your stack of evidence doesn't change a thing.
Any ideas?
Make sure you cover all the rooms. You don't want to miss anything.
Kavanaugh's. So who brought this home? This must be Adrian's. Stencil. So the glasses are a match. To my Adrian. This thing gets more and more interesting. A used ticket to Seattle and a suitcase gone missing. Someone couldn't wait to get out of this house. Maybe Adrian was a patron. R&I should have an address. Separate bedrooms, separate pictures. What gives here?
I'm all right now, Detective.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Kavanaugh's bar.
Certainly, Detective. One moment. Kavanaugh's Bar, corner of Aliso and Hewitt, south side of Union Station.
Thanks. Was your husband wearing his glasses when he left here yesterday?
Yes, he just bought a new pair.
That's a lie, Margaret. You know exactly what pair he was wearing because you were there.
You're being flat out ridiculous now. Why don't you show me some proof of where I was supposed to be? If I was there, at least I'd know what happened to him. But I don't, Detective. And you might not care. But that is the most terrible feeling.
Tell us about the photo of Adrian in the bedroom.
What is there to tell? It's from his most recent business trip to Seattle.
What was the purpose of Adrian's trip to Seattle, Mrs. Black?
He was meeting with some distributors. Adrian said that it was important to make contact interstate if he was going to grow his business.
Your husband frequents Kavanaugh's bar?
How did you know that? Adrian practically lives there after work.
So Adrian spends a lot of time there.
Up until recently, he's been away in Seattle a lot on business.
Our job is to find out what happened to your husband. Your lack of cooperation can only hinder our investigation, Mrs. Black. Can you go into this one?
Jesus, I'm glad to be out of there.
Mr. and Mrs. Black don't seem to have the happiest home life.
He's too scared to divorce her, and she's too much of a shrinking violet to throw him out. If this hadn't happened, they could have stayed miserable together forever.
You think she could have killed him?
She sure as hell doesn't seem the type. But stranger things have happened.
Hey, I know you.
No, you don't.
Goddamn ruins. I haven't
Looking for
seen
someone?
now.
You know Frank Morgan?
Sure. Frank's your regular. He's a loner in the back.
You want a tip? Refill my coffee faster next time.
Frank Morgan?
Who's asking?
It's a tasty burger.
Cole Phelps, LAPD. I understand you're a friend of Adrian Black.
Yeah, I know.
Are you aware that he's missing?
No, I hadn't heard that. Tough break.
We found Black's car abandoned in a freight depot, covered in blood. You know anything about that, Morgan?
Hell no. I'm sorry to hear that. I like Adrian. He's a good boss.
Please, don't tell me you actually believe this jerk-off, Phelps. I think you were in on it, Morgan. You drove down there, and you let Black have it.
Ooh, I'm a bad boy. That the best you got?
When did you last see Adrian?
Hell, I don't know. I had plenty to drink last night. Things are a little sketchy.
If he was on his way to meet you when he went missing, you're going to have to do a lot better than I don't recall.
He had a couple and then left, I guess. Maybe he had to go meet someone. That's the best I can do.
This doesn't add up, Morgan. Your excuses don't help. Let's see how you enjoy the LAPD taking an interest in your life.
You want my opinion? You tell Morgan. I say he's lying, and whatever hole he's got Adrian stashed in, he's got to go back there sometime. Sure left his drink in a hurry. Too close, Phelps. Way too close. I bet he wishes he'd rehearsed that story better now.
Where are you taking us, Mr. Morgan?
Let's check the place out. Come on. Day one of the big time, and you're already tailing drunks home from bars. You having fun yet? I told you it was non-stop glamour working traffic, didn't I?
I'm just trying to learn.
Oh, come on, Phelps. Save the creepy teacher's pet stuff for Leary. It won't work on me.
So what next?
Any idea what apartment he's in?
Apartment 2.
All right. Let's pay our friend a visit. See if he's missed us yet.
Who the hell is that? Will you relax? Jesus, Adrian, I told you, we're in the clear. I'll get it. Ah, shit.
It's over, Morgan. Mr. Black? LAPD! Give yourself up now!
I knew it! Phelps, go after him. I'll try to head him off in the car. Remember, the gun is the last resort.
There's no point running, Adrian. Mr. Black, get back here right now. It's over,
Stop
Adrian.
right there, Adrian.
Why not just come clean with her, Black? Why the melodrama? I thought it would be easier. No, it just got a whole lot harder. Adrian Black, you're under arrest for conspiracy and fraud. We'll see what the DA has to say about wasting police resources on a wild goose chase like this. You're going to lose your wife, lose your job, and probably end up in the big house. I hope she was worth it, Adrian.
That turned out to be quite some case, huh? Adrian, what an idiot. You got an arrest and a clearance in your first case, and in fine style, too. Well done, detective. Efficient investigation technique, good public presence. You keep that up and you learn from Bukowski here, you can go a long way in this department.
You have any plans for weekend Liberty, Jack?
My sisters have been working in Los Angeles at a bomber factory.